right, so this is the fiction talk, art talk with fiction or whatever. I think that's what I'm gonna name it. And what I'm doing for the intro of this channel is to introduce my comic books. What I'm gonna do with this channel is share art and the process of art and creativity, talk about creativity and show what I'm working on. So I showed the first series, which was fiction. This is another series. It's called Chico. So it's another character, and it's, what it is, it's a Chicano graffiti artist. So this it's kind of social political. So what the situation with this is that I wanted to do something that has to do with California and current events, and something I can make fun of current events, because there's actually a void in some of the stuff that we're currently dealing with, and I'm an artist, so this is what I do. So this series is about a guy, Chico, and then it has like different social, political, racial, politics. So it's kind of hot topics, but it's, I don't know there's other characters and other worlds that I'm introducing also in these books. So it kind of follows along these other funny characters that I made. So eventually I want to make a cartoon out of these guys. So this is the black and white. I made these first two issues black and white, and then I'm making them color. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna move forward, if I'm gonna stay in black and white or just go full color. So here's the characters right there. I'll show you guys the black and white books first, and then so that's the girl. She kind of looks like a Frida, and then there's some Trump stuff right there, and then there's some Putin stuff and some racial stuff, and then reporter stuff, and the detention center on the border, and then other generations of different Mexicans, Chicano, Mexican American stuff. And then artist life goes, because basically that's what it is. He's an artist, and so he deal with like stuff that like murals, or just talking politics in your art and having to defend it, or all this stuff like that is normal for a lot of us second generation artists in California, or all along the South. So then it moves on to the second, or it actually introduces all the these issues. Like, it's pretty heavy, like, I'm not trying to get crazy on everybody, but I just want to put it out there so that we all have an understanding of what we should do next, and how to make it better, really, because that's the main goal. So I don't want people to get it twisted and think that it's a negative. It's actually a positive by acknowledging the negative. So anyway, so there's the characters, and there's all these new characters, a whole new world. And I went through a lot of stuff, so it's like, world's changing. Who knows? I don't know. But this is just talking about it. So this guy, Sonny the Sunflower, right? Funny guy, and I wanted to have him talk to a therapist. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, man. Like, seriously, like, it gets crazy. You have to read it for yourself. He's an accountant, which was accidental. No, I wasn't trying to make a reference to any other people's creations, but it's there, I guess. So here we go. So this is Chico number 2, and I just got the second one finished. Well, not just it's ready to be printed and sent. So really, like, I'm making all these books at the same time while I'm doing this art. So here's the second book. It's kind of like a bomb. Him talking about, like, man, the lighting's not friends with this art. Okay, so it goes through his little agenda with zombies, which I got to continue in number 3, and then kind of goes through profile, talking about him and his dog, her dog, and the bird, and then it goes through a little series of these 1-panel, 2-panel funnies. Then it goes into Sunny Sunflower, which this book mostly is his story. And then it has another character, the Poop. I don't know what is, if it's male, female. It's just a Poop. And then goes into Sunny, and has a fly for the Poop guy, or fruit for the Poop story, which, it's kind of relevant. And they're going to show business. So this is all about show business stuff and politics too. So I wanted to have a series where I can go into that world and kind of make comments on that world. And so this guy is a pink guy. I'll show you I guess. He's a Pink Floyd dude. So it's like a rock and roll dude. And he talks to his agents, and he's already famous, and he wants to his declining stardom and money is starting to show up, and he's dealing with it. And so she's the new young executive that is inheriting it from his from her father. So she's really not into his music, and he's remembering the old times. And then Sunny over here is being followed and harassed, and he's naive in a world that's like closing in on him. But he's a funny guy, so it's like, those funny characters that just go through and slapstick comedy kind of stuff. So that's number 2. I'll show you when I print up the actual color book. This is the color book of number 1. So the reason is, like I said, these are made really to make a comic book eventually, and so I have to get the color design, or even get a team so that know how it looks. So even though it's like more adult themed, or the jokes, there's some cuss words in here, and jokes are pretty heavy. It's my Charles Schultz kind of thing going on here. And so yeah, so here's this guy's making it colorful, making it for the artists, really, or for the art. Yeah, make fun of the art world and the music world. So there's all this stuff colored. What's interesting for these books is the color schemes for each story is interesting. So that's that situation. So Kablam is who I go through to print up these ones. And that is the news. I'll talk to you guys soon.